Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisfun.com, and it's time for another Saturday Stamp Day carding video. Today I'm going to start out with this tag that I die cut out of some Simon's Stamp white ultra heavyweight cardstock. And I used this new small tag die from Pretty Pink Posh. It is from a new set called Stitched Tags. First I'm going to start out with the Mama Elephant Just Hatched stamp set. And I'm going to stamp one of these greetings. I'm going to stamp the Sweet New Baby sentiment. I changed up my mind and I decided to stamp the Bundle of Joy greeting. I'm going to stamp the greeting using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Now I'm going to be stamping the small bunny stamp from the Carnival Cupcake stamp set from Mama Elephant. I will be stamping these bunnies just randomly on the whole tag. I actually forgot to do something, so I'm going to do it now. I'm going to stamp over the greeting using Versamark ink, and then I'm going to clear emboss that. So I'm just going to... You could also just use a black embossing powder instead of using the clear embossing powder later. So I'm just going to heat set that using my heat tool. There we go, and now I'm just going to keep on stamping those bunnies, and now I can stamp over that greeting. So now I'm going to be coloring these bunnies using Copic markers. First I am using N2 to color the whole bunny. Then I'm going in with the medium color, N4, just going around the edges. These are just the spots where I want some shadow. So then I'm going to blend that together using my lightest color, kind of flicking my brush from the outside of the image to the inside. Going to work with two colors this time, just because I don't want like super dark images. So, and then for the inside of the ears I'm going to use two different colors. First I'm going to use E51, and then I'm going to use R11. And then I'm just blending that together using E51. Okay, so now I'm going to continue to color these images, and I won't show this on camera since I showed how to color one of these bunnies. So after I finished coloring, I will be back. Over here I have a standard size note card and a strip of pattern paper from the A3L, the Everyday Collection paper pad. I just cut out a strip of pattern paper, and now I'm going to adhere it onto my card using my Tombow Mono adhesive. I'm going to stamp this little bow stamp from the Honey Bunny stamp set from Mama Elephant onto the piece of paper. So I'm using some bubblegum ink from Hero Arts. Just randomly going to stamp that bow. There we go. So I found this little die cut heart, and I think I used the mini hearts die cut set from Simon's Stamp for that. So I just found it and I'm going to use it onto this card. First I'm going to adhere the tag die cut onto this piece of white cardstock using some foam adhesive. There we go, and then I'm going to adhere that little heart die I'm quickly going to adhere some very soft pastel sequins. I am using the Pretty Pink Posh 4 and 6 millimeter aquamarine sequins. Then I'm also using the 4 millimeter lemon meringue sequins, the 6 millimeter and 4 millimeter fresh mint sequins, and then also the 4 millimeter pink blush sequins. And as always, I am using my EK Success tweezers and a little drop of glossy accents to adhere these. So that finishes up the card for this week's Saturday STEM Day card video. The winners of my 4,000 YouTube subscribers are mentioned in the video description below and also in my blog post about this card. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back next week. Bye!